I'm loving this faux bob, by the way.
I know. Listen, I'm all for it. It's raining outside, or it was, and it's humid, and I didn't want to deal with hair. And I have an amazing hair person who I was like, just tuck it under, and he was like, okay.
Yeah, you're killing it. It looks really good. How are you feeling?
I feel great.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this film. Why was this something that you wanted to do, and how do you think moms are going to relate to it?
Oh my God, I took a minute off from acting after having Wyatt, and it was slightly serendipitous that this movie came about, which had to do with juggling work and family and kind of like the expectations that one sets on themselves. And it was so something that the pressure that I put on myself of like, how am I going to raise a child and how am I going to work full time? Because acting is like 17-hour days. It's not a 9 to 5. And I was like, I can't. How am I going to figure this out? And having the script and having the amazing group of women that I worked with, aside from my husband, who's super supportive, it was the greatest experience. It allowed me to realize how important it is to be fulfilled as a human being in order to actually be fulfilled as a mother.
And does baby Wyatt know about the baby that you're about to have as well?
Well, here's what I'll tell you. I don't know if you have kids, but when you tell your kid you have a baby in your belly, they think everyone's got a baby in their belly. And so my daughter, you're like, where's the baby? And she'll point to her belly, she'll point to your belly and your belly, to a stranger's belly. So there's a slight problem because she's not quite old enough to understand. So now she's like, everyone's got a baby in their belly.
And finally, do you have your one bad mom story?
You know what? Annie Mumolo and I share the same bad mom story. Yeah, Annie's going to be here, right? Oh, yeah. I'll give you the short version of it. This is not something I'm proud of. And I'm only saying this because Annie said it first. And I was like, oh, well, this makes me feel better about my mess up. Wyatt was like 8, maybe 6 months old, and I was visiting my husband at work. And traveling with a 6-month-old in a car is like packing for the weekend, even though you're going for like a 30-minute car ride. So you have everything you need. I packed the car up. I got her in. I was really proud of myself. I was like, I'm doing it. I'm going down the 101, and she's like giggling in the back, and I was like, she's having a great time. And I look in my rearview mirror, and she's not strapped in. And she's like I can't even explain to you what happens in your mind when you see this on the 101, which is a freeway, of like, what do I do and how do I handle this? I pulled over, I strapped her in, and I was like, I'm never saying a word to anybody about this ever in my life. I got to my husband's work, completely broke down, started crying. I was like, I backed up. Oh, sorry, extra.